Andre. Welcome to another late night edition of Talking Shit. We got some emergency stuff going on tonight. We want to get it right for you. It's April the 27th, 2015. I'm DeAndre. Welcome to another special late night edition of Talking Shit on the podcast. Not on the podcast. I haven't done a podcast in a while. We're gonna be doing a show with Katie. What is wrong with? I don't have it together. I'm exhausted. I got really upset earlier when I was doing the segue into tonight's episode because I was feeling some feelings about Jay-Z, a person who is from the ghetto. He's from the hood. He used to sell drugs and stuff, and now he's a multi-millionaire. He and his wife are not worth earlier I misspoke, said that these people were worth $100 million. Collectively, they're almost worth $1 billion. They're worth $1 billion, he and Beyonce, in assets. And there was some conversation going on this week at the beginning, end of the weekend, about Tidal, or Tittle. I'm not pronouncing it properly. I got to check with JP on it. But apparently this company, this program, this thing, this project, this Madonna-induced, Rihanna-backed, Kanye West inferno of talent and expertise is somehow sinking, apparently, according to some numbers and customer service aspects of the program, or whatever this device or merchandising type thing is all about. The rollout is suggesting they roll it up. And I don't know. I'm not into that. I'm into informing you what I see, and what I try to do is talk shit about what's going on around here. And in Baltimore, it is a complete and total disaster. Sociologically and ethnically, the blacks are all over the place, and other groups, but primarily the blacks are furious on the day of the funeral for Freddie Gray, who was his neck was severed in several places, much like some of the other people in the Baltimore area who have been injured or brought harm to by way of the Baltimore PD while in custody or being apprehended. Look, the blacks are completely all over the place, out of control. A veteran got into the way of things earlier. He was being more respected than anything that Jay-Z has had to say this week about his own personal struggles and or assets to the company. Apparently, Jay-Z is denying that Tittle is doing as bad as critics are saying. What's basically happening here right now is the black community lacks the leadership that it takes to stop this ship from sinking. And nobody is really affecting the way a lot of black minds are thinking. And the idea that the president is black, we got the first black female attorney general that was sworn in earlier today. We have all this stuff going on, including the murder and the outright ethnic cleansing of young black males all over the country by local police forces all over the country. It is no wonder why there's been sort of a communication blunder from the local governments in several towns, cities, and communities in this country. The president has not released a statement. I'm expecting one tomorrow after some of the damage and the injured cops and all of those numbers have been assessed. Also, on a personal note, one of my car was rear-ended me and Ethan's vehicle. Somebody hit our shit last night. A guy was drunk and he did a U-turn and hit the rear end of our cars. And you know, life's not perfect, you know. So what one would need is an example or a message or a method to kind of help people unite and do certain things that are right. And when you got people running around here with over $1 billion in grassroots assets that have come up from where people feel they're down at, and you're going to come at them with more strategical efforts to just get more money and to be more self-satisfied, it isn't a reason why you've rubbed against the wrong people's pride. And I believe that some of these famous blacks are on the wrong side of history. Their presence is a mystery. We are sort of in a communicative black hole, pun intended, in regards to the mold on this very subject of certain black people, people of color, who have enjoyed the rainbow of the fruit of the magnificence of the pot of gold of some people's struggles and their bullshit. The idea that blacks sit around with money, property, and prestige, if you will, letting others suffer economically, socially, and physically as far as food goes. I mean, the idea that these actors and these singers and these performers and these millionaires are just not there for the people that put them where they're at. And I believe that there needs to be a more assertive message. I know people do philanthropy. I'm not an idiot, but I'm saying at the outspoken, assertive level of saying no more to kill these young blacks. No more to cut the food stamp program while you're blowing up countries like Iraq. No more to go into taking the after-school programs and instead just chasing young black males down till they're dead. No more. You know, there has to be a strategical effort for blacks in power to say no more. And I'm not even talking about political power. Hey, I believe that on Capitol Hill, they're still doing what they need to do to get their own cheap, self-centered thrill. But I'm talking about what puts other blacks in an entertainment field up on their fucking pedestal. That comes from money from people who don't barely have shit. And I believe that the legitimacy of these people's authenticity toward this community is being snubbed. I believe that there are so many people in this world who have so much stuff that a lot of people in this world don't have, that they need to stand up and sort of be heard. I don't want to be the mediator or the wet blanket or the turd for those who, you know, have all the money. But they have all the money. Jay-Z has all the money. You know, Spike Lee has all the money. Rihanna has all the money. Nicki Minaj has all the money. They have all the money. They have all the money. This is a capitalistic society. Oprah has all the money. You know, they have all the money. Tiger Woods has all the money. They have all the money. They have all the money. They can do what they want. How about saying something in a just a human way to say, you know what, I'm black and I have a lot of money and people respect me, and in spite of this rioting and all this bullshit, the Department of Justice released a report that says that you guys, police departments in Ferguson and in the Tyrese town and even in New York, a lot of these studies have proven that the black community is in a bucket of bullshit, and people really aren't doing anything. And they're talking, you know. And I think conversation after a period of time turns into manipulation. There is no honest persuasion to change the direction of this alleged conversation. And I believe that blacks with power can really be the ones to change this situation. See? And the violence is escalating. The psychosis, if you will, is escalating in these black communities. Why? Because the amount of money is getting larger. Because when they stole all the money on Wall Street, it wasn't like the 1960s financial beat. There's a rhythm and a money flow that is clear over our pay scale, bro. It ain't got shit to do with this little bit of money on these EBT cards. These fucking people are stars on Wall Street. These people are financially who they are deep inside in this financial pride. And they've been taking this community and the common citizens for a ride. And I don't give a fuck what side. I'm not talking about being a Republican or being a Democrat. I'm talking about bringing an end to all this crap. And that is what the flames and the anger and the ignorance and the yelling and the danger is all about. That people feel as though that they're not being heard. People feel as though that they're being looted from sociologically. People don't feel that they are getting anything done. Nothing is being done. How can the Congress stay all year long, all of them saying, we ain't doing nothing. We just stopping this black-ass president, and we ain't really getting no legislating done. The only thing we're doing is trying to figure out how to cut food stamps and how to take from people that ain't got shit. That's the one seemingly bipartisan attitude, besides Wall Street, that these politicians have. So don't get me started on what they really haven't begun yet. You know, and it's fucked up. It's bullshit. So you're going to see more violence. You're going to see more rioting if you don't see any more changes. If there's no changes, this behavior is going to escalate because it's going to leave the black community. And it's going to go over to the Hispanics. The way they're treating them about immigration before the laws and the things and the rules have even really been changed. You know, it's going to go into the gay community. When the Supreme Court has made these rulings on abortion, it's going to go into all these different areas where the people with power and money are not speaking up and sort of leveling out the communicative route. There's no real communication going on. There's filibustering, bullshitting, robbing and looting. And if you think that the only robbing and looting going on in our society is those people running around starting fires and shit in Baltimore, you are more asleep than Jay-Z and all the owners of Tidal or Tidal or Tutu or Tata. And the people who know this the most share about it the least. And that's why we end every episode this year on this channel until they take us off and saying fuck Fox News. Thank you.